The Great Pyramids of Giza are the largest structures of the ancient world. Massive, monolithic marvels built by man and ancient aliens. Look at them. Shrouded in shadow, shrouded in mystery. What secrets do they hold? What lies within their catacombs and tombs? I don't know. We're gonna find out because this video is all about raiding both of the Great Pyramids. But before we start that adventure, I'd like to give a special shout out to the folks at Ubisoft for sending me a copy of Assassin's Creed Origins a few days early before its release. And I've logged about 8-9 hours into a few different saves, mainly just exploring this amazingly intricate world of ancient Egypt that they've built. It's really impressive. Anyway, we're going to be raiding the tombs of both of the Great Pyramids, but first we got to get to Giza. And we're going to get to Giza by stealing a boat from this ancient Egyptian city, taking it through the harbor, and straight to the pyramids on horseback. The reason we're going through the harbor is because, I mean, this is a desert right next to an Egyptian city. There's a lot of trade routes here. I'm not even kidding. Oh, crap. Okay, we got a sandstorm. Let's move. Seriously, I don't want to be blinded in that thing. Yeah, the desert's pretty dangerous. You've got sandstorms. You've got packs of warriors, caravans of traders actually carrying goods that you could raid if you wanted to. You could raid gold carts. Carts carrying valuable supplies like wood or bronze. I'm not going to be doing that because I'm actually a little out of my level here. So Assassin's Creed Origins brings a lot of different things to the series. For instance, for the first time in Assassin's Creed history, you can actually choose difficulty. You know, easy, normal, hard, maybe there's a new game plus, I'm not sure. But combat is completely different as well. I'm actually kind of low level for this area, so I'm gonna be grabbing a boat instead of going on horseback because I think it's gonna be a little safer. Although that's all relative because naval combat is totally a thing in ancient Egypt. This is actually, oh yeah, we're in the sandstorm right now. This game is actually developed in part from some of the people that were on the team for Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So naval combat is back, baby! And it's pretty cool. I'll be doing some videos on naval combat soon, but today we're focusing on raiding tombs, and if we find any weapons inside of the tombs, we're going to use those too. I don't see any boats in the harbor. None docked anyway. Wait! There we go. Perfect. Let's see if we can find it through the sandstorm. I'm hoping the sandstorm passes by the time we get on the water because we don't really have a lot of landmarks out there. And there's also danger in the water as well. The desert isn't the only dangerous place in Egypt. We got crocodiles. Or alligators. I can't remember which one's in Egypt, but you know what? I don't want to get my flesh eaten off by either one, so let's just try to avoid all of it, huh? And also hope that we don't get involved in naval combat. Because as cool as that is, I'm totally unprepared. This is actually one of the smaller cities in Assassin's Creed Origins, the one that we just left. I can't show you right now because of the sandstorm, but behind me is the great city of Alexandria, and that thing is huge. It's like 4 or 5 times the size of the town that we were just in. And everything seems to be packed to the brim in this map, which has been a lot of fun for me. That's why I've been exploring instead of focusing on the story missions. But just look at the size of Assassin's Creed Origins. It's actually pretty incredible. And the best thing is, it's actually filled with detail. Like, every city that I've been to, every town that I've been to has dozens upon dozens of NPCs tilling crops, driving oxen-drawn carts, actually conducting little trade routes between cities with goods that you can hijack if you so desire, if you're feeling like a bit of a dick. What is this? Looks like it's just a mobile dock, but there they are! You can actually barely make out the pyramids. But yeah, the cities are super detailed, and that's really cool for me because I'm a big fan of this open world that they've built. And that right there is the city of Alexandria. If we wanted to, we could go there right now and check out the lighthouse, but this isn't my video on Assassin's Creed's ancient Egyptian cities. This is my video on raiding some tombs of the Great Pyramids of Giza. And I think we're going to start with the Great Pyramid of Khufu, which is the largest pyramid in the world, outside of that one Mayan pyramid that we just found. But I've always been fascinated by ancient Egypt. I was obsessed with the pyramids. I always wanted to go to Egypt and actually see if I could go inside of the pyramids. But then I learned that was actually pretty difficult to do. And then I learned about camel spiders. You know what? Suffice to say, I'm content with exploring Egypt within Origins. And it's pretty cool to see the pyramids as they once were. Very, very shiny and white. God damn, that is beautiful. So I guess I should say that I'm actually playing the PC version of Assassin's Creed Origins. I've got everything cranked up to maximum, and there's actually a lot of graphics options in the game. It's pretty well optimized. But yeah, I'm running a GTX 1080 i7 6700K, running all this at 4K 60 FPS. Let's see if we can get there as fast as we can, because aside from sandstorms and warriors, there's one more thing you have to be careful of in the desert. Depending how long you're out here and how high the sun is, you can start hallucinating. you can actually have hallucinations. You can see mirages, things that aren't there. I don't know if any of them are dangerous. Actually, you know what? I do know that some of them are dangerous because I was killed by what I'm pretty sure was a mirage. Not 100% sure, but like these guys were like on fire. They looked a little demonic. I think somehow a mirage killed me. Sometimes they can actually lead you to treasure. But you know what? I'm not a gambling man today. I'm a tomb raiding kind of man. It's actually super trippy seeing the pyramids like all white and shiny. Oh crap, pack of hyenas. Yeah, that's something else we gotta be careful of. I'm not letting anything stand in our way between us and the Great Pyramids of Giza. Especially not hyenas. What is this, the Lion King? No, it's the Pharaoh King. Jesus, that joke didn't work on any level. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. See that? Those are warriors well above my level. I'm not gonna tussle with them. Instead, I'm gonna sneak up over here toward the Western Cemetery, which is currently where we are, because this is actually a pretty accurate recreation of Giza. Okay. So far, so good. Now all we have to do is find an entrance. So, yeah, stealth is still a big thing in Assassin's Creed Origins, but you don't have to play stealth if you don't want to. I normally don't play stealth, except for situations like this, of course, where it's absolutely necessary. But the combat system has been completely overhauled. Whoa. Whoa, you seeing that? That right there is a mirage. Apparently, falling stars in the daylight is completely normal. No, it's not. That's not supposed to be happening. So we gotta get inside of the pyramid before we start seeing some really freaky shit. And before another sandstorm comes. Alright, let's send out Senu. He should be able to find some entrances for us. That must be one of the air shafts cracked open. The entrances will be near the base. So far, I'm not really seeing anything. We do have some hyenas toward the base. Wait! See that? That's an entrance. Boom! But you know what? I also see some ropes. So that means somebody was there recently. And what do we have here? We have a small man-sized square cut into the stone. I think I know what that means. I'm pretty sure that's a secret entrance. Alright, I'm gonna go for the secret entrance because that's a lot of hyenas. And honestly, I don't feel like having my flesh ripped off right now.
Wind is picking up. Not good.
So yeah, back to the combat system. It's no longer about just like pressing a button and then attacks kind of happen, but they're mainly just animations and you don't really have a lot of control over it. There were a lot of things that were changed in Origins because the development team said, alright, listen, we're going to take a year off from releasing Assassin's Creed. We're going to redo as much as we can. We're going to try to perfect a new formula and reboot the franchise. And they've done a great job. Honestly, the combat in Origins is far, far better than any Assassin's Creed game before it, in my opinion. Oh crap, you know what? I didn't see those stones before. Nope. This ain't gonna work. That secret entrance is caved in. Okay, let's go take our chances with the hyenas. Sneak attack their asses. Nice! Can they climb? Can they climb? If they can climb stones, oh shit! This is a bad idea. They're asleep, and I could've just snuck past them. Let's just go for a couple headshots and hope that's enough. Nice. And I'm out of arrows. Crap! Alright! This is the only guy that's climbed up here. He must be the alpha. He's gotta be like the super intelligent mutant. Oh, there's two of them. There's two of them, actually. You know what? I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can kill them. This is stupid. This is so stupid. There's too many of them. Ah! Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Okay, note to self. Let's just leave the hyenas be. Let sleeping hyenas lie. That's how the phrase goes, right? This is actually pretty exciting. I haven't been inside of one of the pyramids before. And this is the Pyramid of Khufu, the largest pyramid. Those ropes on the exterior of the pyramid, though, they're making me a little nervous. Oh, shit. You see that? Yeah. There's already a fire. That means whoever was here recently, and they could still be inside. This isn't the king's burial chamber, though. That's gonna be our focus. In both of the Great Pyramids, we're gonna stop at nothing to find the king's burial chamber. I don't care if we have to kill hyenas, grave robbers, reanimated mummies, whatever. I'm gonna Brendan Fraser the shit out of this. The king's burial chamber is what's gonna have the best loot, as far as I'm concerned. It's also located toward the middle of the pyramid. This is just a lower chamber. I'm actually not quite sure what lower chambers were used for in pyramids. What do we got here? That's a booby trap. That's a booby trap.
This door has been rigged with something dangerous. There's no way through here.
Thank you, Egyptian Sherlock. Crap. You know what? Do I have any arrows left? Yes. Okay. We had a couple of arrows left. Let's try a fire arrow. This looks like pretty thick wood, so I doubt this is going to do anything, but we'll give it a shot. Hey, okay. Oh. Oh, it's a shame. Well, we gave it a try. There must be another way around that. I don't even know if the lower chamber has anything, but whatever grave robber is here, he must have lit that fire behind the booby-trapped wall, so I'm guessing he's the one that booby-trapped it. Apparently, we're Bayek, you know, we're some badass assassin, but we can't disarm a booby-trap wall, yet some Joe Schmo grave robber can. Whatever. We'll see if there's another way around. And that's not our focus anyway. I'm not sure what's in the lower chambers. You know, it's possible that he got himself goonied, you know? Got himself trapped down there and now he's dead. Maybe he's on his way to becoming a skeleton. Nice. That fire wasn't lit, so I just made the same mistake that he did. I'm letting anybody know that comes in after us that somebody's already here. Alright, this is what I think it is? Yes, it is. This is the Grand Gallery, which means the further we go up, the closer we're gonna get to the king's burial chamber. I don't know what kind of booby traps are gonna be ahead of us, but I've watched enough of The Mummy to feel like I'm pretty prepared at least. I'm not sure what this room is. You know what? I think this is the Queen's chamber. Except I don't see any sarcophagus. Sweets! Level 4 scepter, which I'm pretty sure I can't use yet because this new game that I made is kind of low level. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's actually not as good as the Fang. Currently we've got 2 legendary weapons. We've got a legendary shield. Snakes on a shield. That's definitely the shield Sam Jackson would use. And we got a legendary mount and legendary outfit. So we're looking pretty suave. Baboon-faced Hoppy. Well, that's just rude. Duamutef Jackal Snout, Human-Headed Imp City, 𝘾reed the Falcon, that which the radiant and azure-robed Khufu needs to enter the duat, will be guarded by the 4 sons of Horus. Nephthys, protect his lungs. Ninth, his stomach. Isis guards his liver, and Serquet his intestines. These must be the little jars. The little jars of the mummified body parts. It's disgusting. Everybody knows how they got those intestines out. As a kid, I think that's like mandatory learning. Every kid knows. They use a really, really long fish hook. They twist the hook around until they hook the intestines, and they pull it out of the nose because they have to have the body intact. And they also they turn the brain into a slurry. They stick a little tool up, again, through the nose, all the way up to the brain, and they slurry it. They slurry the shit out of it, and then they suck it out. They put it in a little jar for safe travels to the afterlife. I don't know, personally, if I was around in the Pharaoh's time, I would have just said, alright, listen, you know what? Shit, the body was good enough for life. It's good enough for death. Why don't we just keep it in the body, and it'll be transported to the afterlife just fine. Honestly, intestines out of the nose with a fish hook, that seems like a lot of work. Seems like a lot of work. We don't even know if that would work. Let's just stick with the basics, stick with what we know. There's a commoner called 𝙍aiding 𝙩he 𝙂reat who lives in 𝙍aiding a commoner 110 years old, who eats 500 loaves of bread, a shoulder of beef for meat, and drinks 100 jars of beer up to this day. Sounds like my uncle. He knows how to mend a severed head. He knows how to make a lion walk behind him with its leash on the ground. He knows the number of chambers of the sanctuary of Thoth. Sounds like a very well-read individual who has questionable eating habits. More loot in here. As far as I can tell, but we do have a severely busted up sarcophagus. You know what? This may actually be the Queen's chamber. Do you see that? Sick. Those are scarabs. Scarabs are actually scared by the light. If you go close enough to them, they'll run away from it to the closest crack in the wall, and it looks like... yeah, this is a secret entrance. Beautiful. Oh my god, what is this place? This has got to be the king's burial chamber. Except I don't see any sarcophagus. Alright, if Spy Kids taught me anything, I'm gonna leave all the loot in this room and I'm not gonna touch any of it. Wait a second, look at this. There's sand pouring out of the cracks. The unwary who unleash the desert sands will be swallowed into the arid depths. Alright, so should I not crack the leaky stones? I'm gonna crack the leaky stones. Can't seem to reach the leaky stones. Oh my god, there we go. Interesting. Alright, looks like I'm not gonna be swallowed into the arid depths. I thought maybe the room was gonna fill with sand and I would drown in it. What is this? This is the ancient equivalent of like having a Mozart head on your desk, crack back the neck, bookshelf just pivots into the wall.
Ancient writing from the Old Kingdom.
Nice. Tomb of Khufu complete. We got an ability point out of it. Not bad. I'm loving all this loot. Look at that. That's so cool. So detailed. I'm gonna drop my torch. I want a light here at all times. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, let's see what kind of treasure we got. Warrior bow. Cool. Alright. What do you got for me? New shield, some coin, and carbon crystal. Okay, no curses. Excellent. You know, there are actually some weapons in Assassin's Creed Origins that are cursed. They'll help you out a little bit, like some cursed weapons, for instance, give you like double the damage, but you also have a third of your health. Or less. Sometimes you got like a fourth of your health. Noom Kufui, son of Sneferu, and Queen Hetepheres I, the first, bringer of light, saffron robed. I thought he was azure robed. Beloved of the golden orb and silver sun. Golden orb. Got one of those in our inventory. A distinctive orb with curious inscriptions. Huh. Wonder how he knows of the golden orb. Alright, let's see what weapons we want to equip. So, we got a new shield, and we got a new bow. Looks like that bow is not bad. I wonder if some of these loot items actually scale with your level. So, for instance, melee resistance, damage absorption rate, adrenaline on parry, poison on block. You know what, I'm gonna stick with poison on block, but it does look pretty cool. It's very shiny. Anyway, I wonder if some of the loot from some of these different things actually scales with your level. Like if we came here when I was level 10, for instance. I should try that on my other game save that I've got. That is one hell of a drop. Looks like there used to be some sort of a bridge, but it's long since been broken. Alright, let's see what's down here. Can we fit through that? It's a little small. Hey, look at that! We're a perfect fit. We must be Cinderella. 3 coins? It seems a little stingy for a pharaoh's tomb. Alright, where's the exit? Can I climb back up that? I don't think I can. Nope, too slippery. Shit. Are we dead? That room was blank. There's nothing in there. Oh, wait a second. I am a terrible Brendan Fraser. Beautiful. Alright. Hopefully there's no booby traps in the exit. You know what? That would be the best way to rig a pyramid with booby traps. Don't put the booby traps before the burial chambers. Put them after the burial chambers. So you trap them and you kill them when they think they're escaping. Because nobody anticipates booby traps at an exit. They anticipate booby traps in the entrance. You know? Use a little bit of reverse psychology on them. May it be known that Cade worked on this great edifice until he died. He was a stonemason. Really? Shit, I thought that like thousands and thousands of people died making these things and they didn't give a shit about him. Who the hell's Cade? You know what? I bet Cade wrote this. I bet Cade wasn't even dead. Cade wrote this? Cade was in here, he wasn't even a stonemason, he was just a painter. He thought he would give himself a sick-ass gravestone. Alright, I think I see a little light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, definitely. Shouldn't be long now. Remember when I said shouldn't be long now? Scratch that, this is an extremely long hallway. Oh, there it is. Nice. You know what? Wait. Where the hell is the entrance to the lower chamber? How do we get past that trap? I just realized. There were no other doorways that we missed, were there? But I don't see anything else. Alright, we'll come back to that. We've got another Great Pyramid to raid. I can't remember what the name of this one was. I'm assuming it's for a lesser pharaoh because the Pyramid of Khufu is by far the largest of the Egyptian pyramids. I don't know if this one was built first, or if this one was built first, but if that one was built second, I feel bad for him, you know? Like, oh, Pharaoh, listen, hey, the thing is, you're great. We love you, you're a fantastic leader, you're better than the last one, honestly. He was a bit of a dictator, but we just don't have it in the budget. And unfortunately, your pyramid, it's gonna be like 100 feet shorter. It's not a lot though, you know, it's just 100 feet. If you wanted to, we could totally put like a big tall flag at the top of the pyramid and we could make it a little taller for you, but that might be a little transparent, you know? If he came first though, that's totally fine. You know, it's totally acceptable to have a smaller pyramid and to have the next guy one up you. That makes him look like the asshole. You know what, maybe we shouldn't use the most obvious entrance. You'd think the most obvious entrance would definitely be booby-trapped. That's right. It's the Pyramid of 𝘾reat. Or is it 𝘾reat? It's an artisan pyramid. Artesian pyramid. It's 𝘾reat. Organically grown. No GMOs used. This right here is just a delicious organic homegrown pyramid. With some dead ends. Check this out. I wonder what those lights were at first, but it's actually the spider webs. So spider webs, especially old ones, are actually kind of flammable, and your fire actually burns them. That's really cool. It's a nice detail. Man, how do these places look so trashed? Is it from all the grave robbers just being dicks, smashing pots for fun? Who raided this place? Link? That must be where we entered, right? Alright, we need some sort of a passageway that we hopefully missed. Holy shit. I did not see that before. Did you guys see that? Leave a comment if you actually saw that the first time around. Blind people should not be raiding tombs. That's honestly impressive as shit. I mean, that's probably where I would have died. If I didn't slip on the sand coming in, there's no chance in hell that I could lift that heavy-ass stone without breaking my neck. Or back. Or fingers, or anything, really. But yeah, how is this place so trash? Look at this. It's filled with sand. I mean, if you look at the interior of pyramids today, like if you look at them in Google Images, they're kind of clean. I don't know if they just brought a Dyson in there or started vacuuming or whatever, but they don't look this trashed today. I mean, the paint's washed off more, but the lake of fire will swallow our enemies. That's pretty badass. Great conqueror, despoiler, lord of the blood seas, may you raise these arms against those who oppose you in the afterlife. Just seems kind of wasteful, you know? All these weapons and tools dedicated for the afterlife. Judging by the fall of their kingdom, they probably should have dug those tools up instead of leaving them with buried, dead people. I'm a little rusty on my Egyptian history, which I'm actually going to be watching a lot of documentaries on because this game has totally rekindled my interest in it. But, yeah, wasn't part of the downfall of Egypt due to the fact that they... Yeah, wasn't part of it due to, like, deforestation for the building of the pyramids, and then... I knew it, we got a little puzzle. And also their greed. Their greed for extravagance and golden boats that are never ever going to be used. That's probably part of it, but apparently Easter Island was supposedly killed off because of deforestation, but that didn't turn out to be true. Deforestation isn't what killed off the people of Easter Island. And it wasn't making those big statues either. Apparently it was infighting. It was wars amongst themselves that did it. And maybe some interference from the modern world as well. Oh shit! Alright, here we are. This is the tomb of 𝘾reat. The shit out of this place. Let's just check everything before we move inside. Okay. Looks pretty picked clean to me. Wouldn't mind taking one of these shields though.
Ancient writing from the Old Kingdom.
Nice. Got a couple more ability points. And I'm putting all of them towards the animal taming ability. Hey, look at that! We got a giant axe. It's pretty cool. And a heavy blunt weapon. Sweet! Alright, so after we get out of the pyramid, and after we climb to one of the tops of the pyramids, I'm gonna test out that heavy axe. We're gonna do some fighting. I'm gonna show you guys the new fighting combat system. That roll was super sick. The only way it could have been cooler is if we were like rolling over the hood of a Camaro. You know what? No, rolling over some big giant ass stone inside of a pyramid is way cooler than that. I don't know what I was thinking. Guess this is the exit. Doesn't look like we're still inside of the... Holy shit, we're not still inside of the pyramid. We are, definitely on the outside. What is this? Oh, it's one of the burial houses. What I tell you, not all of the tunnels and catacombs within pyramids are contained within the walls. Some of them lead outside. Which is probably the key to getting inside of Khufu's pyramid. Or at least the lower chamber of it. Alright. I'm figuring the best way up to the top is this path right here. It's pretty good. We start near the middle. We go right, left. Yeah. Alright, sounds like a plan. But I want to climb this during the daytime, so let's just go ahead and sit in the sand for like 9 hours. I wonder if these pyramids are actually to scale. Kinda looks like they are. I mean, they're ridiculously enormous in real life. It's one of those things where it's possible that they scaled them down a little bit just because people wouldn't believe they're actually that big. Holy crap. This looks so cool. Alright, don't fall! There we go. Okay, it's time to slide down the pyramid, which seems like a terrible idea because you're definitely gonna rip your butt up along the way. Also seems kind of disrespectful, you know, rubbing your butt along the entire side of this burial building. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But if you like what you saw of Origins in this video, I recommend looking into it because this is a solid title. It's a really good game. The changes that they've made to the series is definitely a step in the right direction. It feels refreshed. The fact that they took a year off to re-center the franchise and kind of reboot it really paid off in my opinion. The side quests are actually entertaining. Almost all of them have cutscenes. They've got interesting stories. They're not just fetch quests. The main story, although I haven't finished it, it feels like it's pretty good. And the world is really immersive, really detailed. The gameplay is far better. Combat is actually fun now. It actually has mechanics to it. And if you'd like to know more about Assassin's Creed Origins, check out my link in the description. Regardless, if you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe for more videos like this, live